Hey, so we are here and we are in our room. Here is the room. And if you want to see the outside, here's the outside. We're about to go to MD Anderson now. My appointment is at 1 o'clock. So yeah, we're ready and we're gonna go down. We'll make more videos for you guys. Okay, so we were told to wait over here. We're the only person. We're the only people over here. We are literally all by ourselves here. Okay, so registration is done. And I was given a form to fill out and a first visit guide handbook, a folder. So there you go, guys. And I'm now here at the waiting area for the next appointment, and that would be the lady said, the registration lady said that it's going to be the nurse who's going to get us here. All right, so we'll see what happens next. So what's going on? What happened to that first appointment? So we'll let you guys know about the conversation with the oncologist at MD Anderson. We're still here in Texas, and yeah. So when we went to that room, to that last room in the video, two nurses went in over there and updated all my records for MD Anderson, and they First was the regular nurse, and second was the nurse practitioner, and then the third was the doctor. So the doctor and the nurse practitioner were both saying that, you know, the best thing that we could do right now is continue the targeted therapy, which I agree. I was already, you know, convinced in my head that I'm not going to do any IV chemo. I'm going to decline if it's an IV chemo that they're going to offer me. So I am so glad they didn't even have to discuss any of those with me. So we were not sure if Ibrance is still going to work with me, since the last time it really messed up my hemoglobin. So right now they are suggesting for me to try the Versenio. So I'm a little bit upset, not because they suggested Versenio. I'm a little bit upset because the last time that I went to my oncologist, the last time that we talked, I did ask her about the Versenio, because I did some research about what I could take after Ibrance, and one thing that popped up in my research was Versenio, because they're as what it says online, you know, they're kind of like sister medication, like they're kind of like the same thing, the way that they work in the body to stop the cancer. It's kind of like the same way, but the only thing is that Versenio does not affect your blood counts that much as the Ibrance. So the last time I spoke with my oncologist in Arkansas, she said, no, I don't think that's a good option for you. And then when I get here, the MD Anderson oncologist suggested that. And I was like, seriously? Seriously? I mean, really? I suggested this to my oncologist. If only if ever she didn't know, which I really doubt it. If ever she didn't know, she could have just, you know, check it out first before saying no, it's not an option for you. Because I was crying to her. I was crying to her quite a few times. I told her I want to live. Ibrance is not working anymore, but I want to live. But, you know, she said that Ibrance is the last option for me. It's the last best option for me. And the next thing that she knows that she could do are IV chemos, which is not going to work good for me because of my blood issues. And when I get here, the doctor over here at MD Anderson is going to suggest Versenio. Well, one thing is that I'm thankful, because I would rather go to a targeted therapy. So that's on my what do you call this? That's in favor for me. It's just that, you know, we had to spend that much money to come over here just because one doctor wouldn't want to check it out first for me. And that really sucks. And that makes me scared for, you know, some other doctors that are that way. I know that my oncologist and my palliative care doctor, they know that I do have a YouTube channel, and I am actually hoping that they could be able to watch this. I don't really have any issues with my palliative care doctor. She's amazing. She's on top of everything, you know. Whenever I say some symptoms I've been feeling, she's alert, you know. She's always asking me more questions to dig where it might be coming from or stuff like that. But my doctor, my oncologist, I'm kind of a little bit, because she's nice too. She's been nice, but this one is disappointing. This is very disappointing, and for this, and I hope that she's going to understand also that it actually affects the trust between patient and the doctor, and right now, it kind of broke the trust, about how well she could be able to take care of me. So I am going to go to a different oncologist to help me out with the Versenio. So I'm going to have an appointment on with a different oncologist on March 15th, and hopefully I could be able to start the Versenio ASAP. So that means also that we are going to go home early. We don't have to spend 5 days here in Texas. That means less expenses. So that's good. Tomorrow, I already called the MD Anderson travel agency today, and they gave me they changed my flight from Friday to tomorrow, which is, that will save me quite a bit, save me some money. Yeah. So just to let you guys know, for those people that are going to MD Anderson for the first time, since if you guys are already an MD Anderson patient, there are social worker that could be able to help you out with the accommodation, and also check out on the Angel flight in your location. I'm not sure which locations they do have on Angel flights. I think Angel flights, they give out free flights for cancer patients going to MD Anderson too. But accommodations, you could be able to actually find free accommodations if you're a current MD Anderson patient. Right now, I did ask my oncologist, because I was asking, so okay, what the route that I chose was to go back to my state. I'm not going to, since the treatment is going to be a targeted therapy that does not require IV chemo. I could be able to do it at home. It's a daily medication I'm going to have to take with the hormone blocker. So I don't require to come over here. I'm not required, to come over here for treatment. So if I choose the oncologist over here, I am going to have to come over here every 3 months for the scans. They need to check if the therapy is working. So I could be able to do it there. And she told me, once you went through MD Anderson, even if you didn't hire the oncologist, that means you are already a current patient there within the 3-year period. So if you decide, if like, for example, for me, if Versenio is not going to work, and my oncologist back in Oklahoma also could not, think about anything else that I could take after Versenio, I can go back, and I can go back to her and set up an appointment for another second opinion. But I am already considered as a current, as an existing, patient with the MD Anderson. So that means I could be able to get the benefits from the social worker. They could be able to help me out getting free accommodation, but that's only within 3 years. You know, if I'm going to go back to MD Anderson within 3 years. So that's their policy. But I'm hoping that Versenio is going to work. So yep, that's what's going on. Tomorrow I'm gonna go home, and we'll see my little Bella, my husband Keith, and my boy again, because this one is here with me. She hates camera. She's looking at me like, why are you putting me on camera? So yeah, so that's the update tonight. And thank you very much for everybody that's still supporting my channel. And please, for those that hasn't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Subscribe and hit the like button, so every time or notification bell, so every time I upload a new video, you're going to be notified. So thank you again, and you guys have a good night till my next video.